Hi guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. I still have all my fingers. Day 2 of using the chainsaw. And the neighbor came out yesterday. So the neighbor had a chain link fence and then built another fence, a wooden fence, sort of like 8 or 9 inches away from her chain link fence. So she was no longer able to access those 8 or 9 inches at all. So at the back of my yard, there was these 2 fences with all this stuff growing in it, like trees. So yesterday, she has this huge yard. Okay, back in the 77, when we first moved into this house, there was an alleyway behind our 2 yards. Her yard was bigger. Then there was this common alley. And I don't know if for those who don't have common alleys, like, I don't know, it's just an alley in between the 2 houses, and it's common, like nobody owns it. Well, it wasn't paved or anything. It was just a common alley. So she decided to build a fence on my side of the common alley, and she just took the whole common alley. Over the years, she took it. She just took it. And then she built these 2 fences. And then everything started growing in there. So yesterday, I made Anthony help me. We're cutting down these trees, and one of them went over into her yard. So she comes out. She's like, do I put my dog inside? I'm like, I don't care what you do with your dog. I don't want a tree falling on him. I'm like, ma'am, this is your tree. You have all this stuff growing in here that you can't see because you built a fence and your other fence. So I tried to. Oh, since she's done this, I tried. I cut down her one fence. I cut down just the chain link part. I cut it. I rolled it up. I put it back there. She came out. Did you cut down my fence? Yes, ma'am, I did. You have all this stuff growing in here. So yesterday the tree falls on her side. Whoops. And she's like, do I have to put my dog inside? No. She goes, are you gonna come over and get this? I said, no, it's your tree. I said, no, it's your tree. You can have it. She says, no, you can come over and get it. I said, I'm not walking. It's not like I just have to walk to her house. I have to walk the whole way around the block. I said, if you want to help put the tree back over here, I'll cut it up and get rid of it. But I'm not coming to get the tree. It's your tree. So her friend that was there or whatever helped Anthony get the tree back over the fence, over into my yard. But Lori's here. Lori was here yesterday too. But 2 days in a row of the chainsaw, and the chain fell off. I fixed it. I did. I fixed it. Yep. Okay. I had to make Anthony unscrew one part for me because it was one really, really tight. But other than that, I fixed it. Oh, man. It still doesn't look any better back there, but I'm working on it. One day at a time. I'm getting closer. And I got rid of all the poison and nothing. No poison on me. Isn't that weird? My ex-husband used to get, like, if there was one single flea in the house, he was poxed all over. We go camping, mosquitoes would just kill him, tear him up. Nothing. I got nothing. But all right, we're still in Judge Boyd, and apparently today it gets good. Get away from me right now. Ooh, gonna kill a cat. They're on my last nerve right now. Here we go.
Mary Bowen.
All right, state you may proceed.
Ms. Bowen, did you formerly have a different last name?
Yes.
What was that?
My last name was previously Hess.
Okay. How are you currently employed?
I'm currently employed with the Bear County Criminal Investigation Laboratory.
And what is your title and assignment right now?
My title is a forensic scientist supervisor. I work in the drug identification section. I'm also the supervisor of the primer gunshot residue section.
Okay. How long have you been employed with the Bear County Crime Laboratory?
I've been employed since October 1st, 2013. I started as a seized drug analyst, and then in March of 2021 is when I became cross-trained in primer gunshot residue analysis.
And can you describe your educational background to the jury?
Yes, I have a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry from St. Mary's University.
What training did you undergo during your employment or to become employed at the crime lab?
I received extensive in-house training, which included various written tests, supervised casework, working under an independently trained analyst. I had an oral examination, things of that nature.
And what are your job duties?
Yay, Lori,
at the
thank
crime
you.
lab currently?
My job duties include managing staff at the crime lab in the various sections I have talked about, as well as performing duties that an analyst would perform, conducting analyses on evidence that's submitted to the lab.
Okay. Now, back in October of 2022, were you in the primer gunshot residue section of the crime lab?
Yes,
Okay. And have you received any specialized training in discipline of gunshot residue?
just the in-house training that I spoke of earlier.
Okay. And just very briefly, is the crime lab accredited?
Yes.
And so, can you just explain to the jury the process of, or what gunshot residue is?
Yes, I have a visual aid if I may use it.
Yeah. If there's an objection, if she can use her demonstrative.
I'm sorry?
Is there any objection?
No.
Okay. So what I have here is a plastic model of a typical round of ammunition. What happens when the trigger is pulled on a weapon is that it releases the firing pin. The firing pin will strike the primer cap, which is this silver gray area right here. This primer cap contains shock-sensitive chemicals comprised of the elements lead, barium, and antimony, and that's actually what I'm looking for during my analysis. So the firing pin will strike the primer cap. It will create an explosion with these shock-sensitive chemicals. The explosion will bleed into the cartridge case area right here, and that contains gunpowder. The gunpowder will ignite and create gases to form and pressure to build. This pressure is actually what causes the bullet to be ejected down the barrel of the weapon. During that process, these elements, lead, barium, and antimony, become vaporized and condense back down really rapidly to form particles of all three elements or two elements. And these particles will be ejected through any open areas in the weapon and deposited on near and surrounding surfaces.
Okay, and so typically, how is the gunshot residue collected and then analyzed?
Typically, we will receive sampling devices or stubs, as we like to call them, which look like this. They will come in a kit, usually comprised of 2 of these sampling devices. It contains an aluminum disc with double-sided carbon tape, which is dabbed along the skin or along on areas that agencies wish to collect potential primer gunshot residue.
Okay. Now, did you conduct an analysis for CIL case number 22-03151?
Yes.
Okay, and was that for gunshot residue analysis?
Yes.
Okay, and was that report released on October 28th of 2022?
Yes.
Okay. What SCP case number was associated, and just to go back, the CIL case number, can you just explain to the jury what that is?
Yes. The CIL number, or Criminal Investigation Laboratory Number, is a unique identifier assigned to every case that enters the laboratory. So that way, each case can be tracked in-house with this number. It's associated with agency case numbers, but we don't use the agency case numbers to track specifically. We assign it our own unique number, and that will stay with the evidence throughout the entirety of analysis.
Thank you. And what was the SAPD agency case number that was associated with the CIL case number?
May I refer to my notes?
Yes, you have a copy of your report up there?
I do.
Okay, yes, you may.
The SAPD case number associated with CIL 22-03151 is SAPD case number 22108229.
And were there complainants associated with this case?
There, yes.
Maybe that other girl used the bullet thing too. I don't know. But yesterday at the end of the stream, we just waited for her to sit down. We saw this guy, Mr. Science, and then I wanted to know who was coming next. So we waited until she sat down, and then we stopped the stream.
Who were those?
There are two complainants. One is Officer Philip Hymas. The second is Officer Roland Acuna.
And was there a suspect associated with the case as well?
Yes.
And who was that?
The suspect listed is Tyler James Ashbaum.
Now, can you explain to the jury how your agency receives samples for testing from law enforcement agencies?
Yes. So typically, like I described before, we'll receive samples in the form of a kit, which generally contain 2 of these sampling devices and are in a sealed envelope. The agency will have collected those and bring them to the laboratory. We also accept clothing for analysis. The clothing, they would just submit the items of clothing, and then the sampling devices would be taken at the lab.
Okay. And in some instances, is it common for an employee at the crime lab to also do their own swab of the materials submitted for gunshot residue?
Yes, we only do this for clothing items.
Okay, thank you. Now, did your laboratory receive items for analysis from the San Antonio Police Department?
For this specific case, yes.
Okay. Now, regarding the submissions for item 1-1, what was that you received for your analysis?
The item I have inventoried as item 1-1 was 1 tape sealed gunshot residue collection kit said to be collected from Tyler James Ashbaum.
Mayor Pro Tem Judge.
Yes.
While they're approaching, I hope you guys treated yesterday with the respect it was due. Yesterday was National Hot Dog Day, and I was training my whole life for this event. It was a good day.
Now I'm going to have you take a look at what has been marked as State's Exhibit number 115. Can you just take a look at that for me? Does that appear to be what is listed in your report as item 1-1?
Yes.
Okay. And then moving on, what did your agency receive that received the label 2-1?
I would have assigned the inventory number 2-1.
Okay.
So item 2-1 was 1 tape sealed brown paper bundle containing 1 red polo shirt.
And item 2-2?
Item 2-2 was 1 tape sealed brown paper bundle containing 1 navy blue t-shirt.
And item 2-3?
That is 1 tape sealed brown paper bundle containing 1 pair of gray pants.
And then item 2-4.
Item 2-4 is 1 tape sealed brown paper bundle labeled socks, and that was not inventoried and not tested.
Okay. Is it kind of uncommon to find GSR on socks given the circumstances that were relayed to you?
There weren't particular circumstances related to me, but we typically at the lab do not, out of routine, do not process undergarments.
Okay, thank you. Now
Or,
moving,
I'm sorry, the primer gunshot residue analysis for undergarments.
okay, thank
I
you.
apologize.
No worries. And then moving on, then item 3-1, what was that?
Item 3-1 was one red polo shirt,
And 3-2,
one red t-shirt,
and then 3-3,
one red t-shirt.
and then item 4-1.
Item 4-1 was one black baseball cap.
Now, I'm gonna have you take a look at, I guess what has already been entered into evidence as State's Exhibit 104. And I need to get my stickers, just give me. Okay, now I'm going to show you what has been marked as 104A. If you can take a look at that for me. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
Okay.
I see Super Nanny.
And then State's Exhibit 104B, if you can take a look at that and let me know if you recognize it.
Yes.
And then State's Exhibit 104C, if you can take a look at that and tell me if you recognize it.
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me how you recognize those?
I recognize these particular items, 104A, 104B, and 104C by the CIL number listed associated with this case. Also the item number, my initials, and date.
Okay, and so you've put your identifying marks on them back when you conducted your analysis, is that correct?
That's correct.
And can you just tell me what is contained within states 104A, B, and C?
In states 104A, this is labeled I3-3. So those would be the sampling devices collected from the one red t-shirt listed on my report, item 1-3-3. These were the ones taken in-house and analyzed. So the clothing itself is not analyzed on our instrument. It's the sampling devices that are collected from the clothing items.
Okay, and can you just explain to the jury how you go about swabbing the clothing to do your analysis?
I'm gonna refer to my notes because the process is different for different types of clothing.
Okay, that's
If
fine.
that's okay. Yes.
Not in the OJ case.
So for item or states exhibit 104A, which is labeled I3-3, these are my identifying marks. That was one red t-shirt. So there were two sampling
This isn't spoilers, but a couple people use this model throughout the trial, I hear.
devices collected from this particular red t-shirt. One sampling device was collected from the front right chest and sleeve area, which would be this quadrant and the sleeve. And then one sampling device was collected from the front left chest and sleeve areas.
Okay. And then for item 104B.
So 104B is labeled I3-1, which was a red polo shirt, and similarly to the last item, there was one sampling device collected from the front right chest and sleeve area and one collected from the front left chest and sleeve area.
And then was it the same for 104C?
That is correct.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I'm gonna have you look at this states exhibit 104, and I'll take these. And Judge, well, I withdraw right now.
Okay.
If you could just take a look at that. And then right here. Do you recognize that? States 104?
Yes.
Okay. And how do you recognize it?
I recognize this again from the CIL number that is listed on this item of evidence. The item number, item 3, my initials and date, as well as the Bexar County Criminal Investigation Laboratory evidence tape with my initials and date on that as well.
Okay, and so can you tell me what is contained within states exhibit number 104?
So State's Exhibit 104 would be itself, or it contained the one red polo shirt, one red
Oh
t-shirt,
no,
and
my
another red
microphone is
t-shirt.
on.
Okay, and is that consistent?
Do you want to know how I know that this model is used in this court? Because one of my vibers told me, like this. They sent me this. Oh no. Hold on. They said this is coming, guys. This is going to be upcoming soon. See, they use this model in other places.
With what's labeled in your report as items 3-1, 3-2, and 3-3?
Yes,
Okay. And this is what you received and conducted your analysis on, is that correct? Sorry.
that's correct.
Okay, Your Honor, at this time, the state offers states 104, 104A, 104B, and 104C into evidence.
Any objections? Yeah, first says yes.
Oh, my microphone is on again. This button is eluding me today. Too many hot dogs.
If you could go ahead and just open 104A, B, and C, and permission to publish to the jury, Your Honor.
Granted.
Do you need gloves? And then if you could just have you pull out the shirts that you conducted your examination on, and can you tell us what item that is?
This particular item is item 3-1, which is the one red polo shirt.
And I guess just for the record, I'm gonna label that, if there's no objection, 104D.
No objection.
All right, 104, other than your previous objection. All right, so 104D is admitted.
And then if you could just pull out the next one, please. And can you let us know what item that was?
So this is item 3-1, the one red t-shirt.
And for the record, I'm labeling that as 104E. And I see some markings on this t-shirt. Can you just explain what those are to the jury?
Yes, like I was explaining before, different items of clothing will be sampled or stubbed in different quadrants or areas, in areas which are most likely to contain gunshot residue if it is present. So in this particular scenario, the red t-shirt was sampled, one sampling device from the front right chest and sleeve area, and then the front left chest and sleeve area. So the dotted line on the bottom indicates that no, the sampling device was not stubbed below that line. And the middle line indicates the separation between the right and left.
Okay. And then if you could just pull the next item out, please. And what I'm labeling that as State Exhibit 104F. And if you could just let me know what item number that was.
So State's Exhibit 104F is item 3-3, the one red t-shirt.
And we see the same markings. Would that be the same as you previously explained?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, now regarding your analysis, can you explain your findings to the jury regarding what was labeled in your report as items 3-1, 3-2, and 3-3?
So for item 3-1, the one red polo shirt, no microscopic particles containing any combination of lead, barium, or antimony were detected on the GSR sampling devices collected from the front right chest and sleeve area and front left and chest and sleeve area of the red polo in item 3-1.
And just when you're conducting your analysis, up to how many particles can you identify?
Sometimes sampling devices can contain like hundreds of particles, so which can be very time consuming to manually confirm. It is a manual confirmation process. So in our laboratory, the procedure is to confirm up to 10 particles.
Okay, and that confirmation, I mean, what is the conclusion that comes along with the confirmation? Is it that the person actually fired the firearm, or just that they were in the vicinity of a discharged firearm?
There can be various conclusions based on if it's a piece of clothing or if it's a person that has been the subject of the sampling kit or sampling devices.
Okay, and so I guess if we look at item 3-1, what was your conclusion based on finding no microscopic particles?
So the conclusions for item 3-1 would be that it is indeterminate if the red polo in item 3-1 came in contact with a discharged firearm or was in close proximity to a discharging firearm.
Okay, and then moving on to item 3-2, did your analysis yield any microscopic particles?
Yes.
Okay, how many was that?
So for item 3-2, one microscopic particle containing lead and antimony was detected on the GSR sampling device collected from the front right chest and sleeve area of the red t-shirt in item 3-2. And then one microscopic particle containing lead, barium, and antimony, and one microscopic particle containing lead and antimony were detected on the GSR sampling device collected from the front left chest and sleeve area of the red t-shirt in item 3-2.
Okay, and then what was your conclusion based on finding those microscopic particles?
So the conclusion would be that based on the morphology and elemental composition of these particles, the red t-shirt in item 3-2 may have come in contact with a discharged firearm, was in close proximity to a discharging firearm.
Okay, and so when we use that language, may have come into contact with a discharged firearm or was in close proximity to a discharged firearm, that could be anything from the individual actually firing the firearm themselves or being fired upon. Is that correct? Okay, and there's really no way with the GSR science to kind of pin it down and say, well, I found 10 particles, so that means that this individual is definitely the one that fired that firearm.
Correct. That is not something that GSR analysis is going to be able to tell you.
Okay. And then regarding item 3-3, did you find any microscopic particles on item 3-3?
No microscopic particles were found.
Okay, and so then what was your conclusion regarding that?
The conclusion, again, similar to item 3-1, is that it's indeterminate if the red t-shirt in item 3-3 came into contact with a discharged firearm or was in close proximity to a discharging firearm.
Okay. And you received other items to conduct an analysis on, is that correct?
Correct.
How do you take a look at what has been marked as State Exhibit 116? If you can just take a look at that and tell me if you recognize what that is.
We don't trust that DNA.
Yes, I do recognize this.
And how do you recognize it?
Again, by the CIL number, the item number, my initials and date, as well as the Bexar County Crime Lab evidence too.
Okay, and so that's something that you received into your custody, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and so if we can go ahead and open it, I'll take that actually, thank you.
Would you like me to open it?
Yes, just outside the presence of the room, if you can.
Does it matter where?
No. You have scissors? Yes. And if I already have these.
It's fine. No one ever goes to Twitch this early.
Okay, now I'm showing you what has been marked as State Exhibit numbers 116A, 116B, and 116C. Can you take a look at those and tell me if you recognize them?
Yes.
Okay, and then just adding to that 116 E, F, and D, do you recognize those?
Yes.
Okay, now regarding states exhibits, well, 116A through F, how do you recognize them?
Again, the CIL numbers associated with this case, the item number, my initials. There are also the initials of the forensic technician who collected the sampling devices from the pieces of clothing.
Okay, and so you placed your identifying marks on them and you conducted an analysis on them, is that correct?
Correct.
All right, and so can you just go ahead and tell me what 116A is?
Yes, so 116A would be corresponding to item 2-1 on my report, which is one tape sealed brown paper bundle containing one red polo shirt.
Okay, and 116B,
116B is corresponding to item 2-3 on my report, which is one tape sealed brown paper bundle containing one pair of gray pants.
and then 116C, please.
116C corresponds to item 2-2 on my report, which is one tape sealed brown paper bundle containing one navy blue t-shirt.
Okay, I'll take those from you. And then if I show you states exhibits, 116D, can you please tell me what that is?
So states exhibit 116D are the sampling devices collected from item 2-1, the one red polo shirt.
And states exhibit 116E,
States exhibit 116E, it corresponds to the sampling devices collected from item 2-3, which is the one pair of gray pants.
and then 116F.
116F are the sampling devices that were collected from the navy blue t-shirt.
Okay. And Your Honor, at this time, the state offers states 116 and then 116A through F.
Same objection, Judge.
All right, states exhibit 116 and
No, you're not
116A,
Chad's liver.
B, C, D, E, and F are admitted.
Now I'll
Thank you, Your
have
Honor.
four
Permission to
total.
publish.
Grant.
I'll have 4 total chats in my Twitch now, Kelly.
All right, no, well, I guess if you can just start by opening states exhibit 116D. And I guess, can you just explain to the jury how you would go about using these to swab for the gunshot residue?
Well, on pieces of clothing, like I explained before, if it's a t-shirt or a pair of pants, the areas will be marked with dotted lines on the pieces of clothing. The technician in this case would have gone and gently dabbed in those areas that were marked by the dotted lines.
Okay.
Then the technician, in this case, Jason Rogers, he would have labeled these stubs and then provided them to me for analysis. I would also have labeled these stubs to verify that they came from the item that they were supposed to come from. I also initial on the items of clothing. And then they would be taken to the scanning electron microscope room at the laboratory, which is just a very high-powered microscope that allows us to visualize these very tiny microscopic particles.
Okay.
On these sampling devices.
Now I'm handing you states exhibit 116A, if you could just open that for me, please. And just for the record, it's gonna be 116. Okay, now you said that this was item 2-1. Can you tell the jury whether you found any particles on this item?
Yes. I did find particles on this item.
How many?
So from the front right chest and sleeve area of item 2-1,
Yes,
this
question
red
mark?
polo,
I plan
2
on it.
microscopic particles containing lead and antimony were detected. From the front left chest and sleeve area of this red polo, from item 2-1, 1 microscopic particle containing lead, barium, and antimony, 1 microscopic particle containing barium and antimony, and 1 microscopic particle containing lead and antimony were detected.
And so what was your conclusion based on those findings?
So again, based on the morphology and elemental composition of these particles, this red polo from item 2-1 may have come in contact with a discharged firearm or was in close proximity to a discharging firearm.
And then if you could just grab, or I'm handing you 116B, if you could just open that for me. All right, and this was listed as item 2-3, is that correct?
All right. Before you answer this question, just know that this trial is also on Judge Boyd's YouTube channel. So, have we had enough of her? Or should we continue with her? Just tell me what you want me to do. Hold on. Before you answer that, she's done. She only has 4 more minutes. So check out Judge Boyd's channel for the next 4. Oh no, she has a little bit more. Here we go. We're going to move on to the next one. This is better. Quiet in the courtroom. I like Judge Boyd. I have not always liked Judge Boyd. That is a fact. But I do like Judge Boyd now. She is badass. If any of my kids grew up to be her, I would be so proud, even though I'm already proud. I'd be prouder? More proud? No, I'm very proud.
All right, if you can raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can have a seat. If you'll
Sure
put
there
that
is.
microphone on, please, and make sure that you keep your voice up so everyone can hear.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if you'll state your name for the record.
My name is Detective Chad Tudor. He is in Tango, U, he is in Delta, OR.
All right, state you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Detective Tudor, how are you currently employed?
I'm employed with the San Antonio Police Department. I'm currently assigned to the homicide murder detail.
And how long have you been employed with the San Antonio Police Department?
I've been employed for the last 14 years. I spent 10 years on patrol, patrolling the northeast side of San Antonio, Paramaribo, Austin Highway area. And I spent the last 4 years assigned to homicide.
Okay, and now during your time with I guess, can you just explain to the jury the training you underwent to become a law enforcement officer?
Yes, before coming over, I'm originally from Indiana. I have a degree in telecommunications from Ball State University. We moved, my wife and I moved to San Antonio in 2010, and I started the academy in September of 2010 and graduated in May of 2011. With the training academy, you're going, you have classes in penal code, learning the laws of Texas, the criminal law, firearms training, tactics training, driving, all those things within a 9-month span. And then you graduate.
Okay. And then after, being in the academy, did you go through the FTO process as well?
Yes, after you graduate from the academy, you get assigned, there's 3 phases. You do ride outs with a night shift, a middle shift, and typically a daylight shift. You're doing those for, I think it's a month now. I think it was a month at the time. And then you get through all those, and then you have evaluation phases. I think they're a week. Once you pass all those, and then it's going to call to call to call, and you're getting graded by a field training officer that's been on the streets, and they're grading you and making sure you can take care of yourself before they sign off on the paperwork, and you get through all that and you start working. You get assigned to a section in San Antonio, and you start being a police officer.
Okay. And so after you were on patrol, did you undergo the promotional process?
Yes, it's, you pick up material, there's a civil service exam, they give you a stack of paperwork, and you have 3 months to try to figure out what could be in the test. It's got a 100-question test, and, yeah, I took that in, I don't remember the date, but I promoted to detective in, May of 2021.
Okay. And so, you said that as a detective, you've been with homicide the entire 4 years, is that correct?
Correct. The first year I was assigned to the aggravated assault detail. There we're working felony cases for aggravated assault, as well as misdemeanor assault cases, including assault bodily injury, harassment cases get assigned to the aggravated assault detail, terroristic threats. And then we have the murder detail that oversees, obviously, homicides and also involved shootings.
And so currently, are you a murder detective?
Correct.
Okay, but previously back in 2022, you were with the aggravated assault section, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and are you a certified peace officer with the state of Texas?
Yes.
Okay, and so can you just explain to the jury what your duties were during your time as a detective with the aggravated assault unit?
Yeah, it's kind of like what I just described. You have a big caseload. You have aggravated assault is basically, somebody either got shot or stabbed and they survived. It's not a homicide, so you work those felony cases, and then you have the bar fights, assault bodily injury where someone has some bodily injury. So you have a big caseload. So you're working those cases, and I was there for a year before I went over to the murder detail, and within that year, before this case, I was able to investigate an officer involved shooting, and then I worked this one before transferring over to the murder side.
Okay, and then with aggravated assault specifically, that includes threats with firearms, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so, I want to turn your attention back to May 22nd of 2022. Do you recall the case number associated with the case that you were investigating on that day?
Just SAPD 22. That's the first 2 digits are the year, but then there's a string of numbers that I can't recall.
Okay. Did you generate a supplement report at the time?
Yes.
Okay, would it help you refresh your memory if you had a copy of that to review?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you take a look at that for me?
Yes,
Okay, does that appear to be a fair and accurate depiction and copy of your report?
it does.
Okay, so you can refresh your memory from it, just please don't read from it. But can you please let the jury know the SAPD case number assigned to this investigation?
Yes. It's SAPD 22-108-229.
Do you recall how you were notified about this case?
Yes, with this particular case, I had just gotten to the headquarters downtown, and it was before roll call. My sergeant pulled me to the side and said, "Hey, there's this active investigation ongoing. It started 2 this morning, officer involved shooting. you're assigned this case, and pretty much stopped what I was doing with all my other cases and began working this active case.
Okay. And when you say roll call, is that a meeting that's at the beginning of the shift or?
Yes, it's just, who's here, who's not here, and that's, yeah, kind of the beginning of the shift.
Okay. And so once you were notified about the case, what was your next step in your investigation?
So I had no information other than it was an officer involved shooting, so I looked at, an officer involved shooting with no, apparent hits, meaning, there was, I was told that officers were sitting in their patrol car, they were shot at, officer returned fire. It's unknown if anyone was hit. So I started looking at all the reports, just reading them, getting familiar with all of the information that comes with this case. So again, began reading all these reports, and I made a determination that I needed to speak with the defendant's father.
Okay. And just so we're clear, you said you were notified of the case during roll call, but the event had occurred prior, is that correct?
Yes,
Okay, and so because of that, did you make either scene at the church on O'Connor Road or the second scene, which was the Buckhorn residence?
no, so like with murder cases, I can be at work and get a murder case, or I can be sound asleep and get a phone call. With this particular case, I was notified, again, at roll call. We have a night investigations. It's called Night CID, Night Criminal Investigations Division. They made the scene. They started taking all the statements. And then it was basically turned over to homicide. And then that's how I got assigned.
And so, obviously, you're aware that CSI, the crime scene investigation, made the scene, secured them, and collected all the evidence, right?
Correct.
Okay, and then, Night CID take the preliminary statements, is that fair to say?
Yes.
And then you had an opportunity to be briefed and review all that information?
Yes.
Okay, and then so based on your review of that information, you decided to make contact with the defendant's father, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and, after speaking, was that Joseph Gonzalez?
The name, yes, Joseph Gonzalez.
Okay, and so you had an opportunity to speak with him?
Yes,
Okay.
and that was at approximately 10:47 on the morning of this incident.
Okay, and so through that, through speaking with him, were you able to obtain like a name and identifying information of a person of interest to you?
Yes, so information that I obtained was that the defendant had a girlfriend or a wife, and they lived together, and I inquired about how best to get a hold of anybody really, and the information I was able to get was a female. Her name is Tatiana. She's the defendant's girlfriend. I was able to get her father's phone number, and his name was Daniel Martinez Escobar.
Okay, and then during this time, did you also enlist the help of a different division with SAPD to start attempting to locate the defendant?
Yes, we have a plainclothes detective. They are assigned like a covert unit. They assist us with our murder investigations, looking for witnesses, wanted persons, and pretty much anything we need where, we're not driving around in marked vehicles and badges showing. They do it in like a covert manner, and will do surveillance as well for us.
Okay. And then, so then, did you obtain any search warrants?
Did you look it up?
On
You
the
looked it up. You weren't
22nd
allowed to
after,
look it up.
Doing
That was
some
the rules.
preliminary investigation?
Yes, about an hour after I was briefed on this, I obtained a search warrant for a Nissan Rogue that the night detectives took from a home known to the defendant.
Okay. And just so we're clear, when we're saying the defendant, what is the name that we're referring to of the person?
Tyler Ashball.
Okay. And then also, did you obtain anything, relating to the radio transmissions from that date?
I received, put in a request for any 911 audio and police traffic, back and forth with police radio traffic, and I don't think of anything else.
So, sorry to interrupt you, but just the radio traffic is basically officers communicating with dispatches and each other, is what they're saying.
Yes.
And then also, were there any lay witnesses that were identified that you made contact with?
Um,
And when I say lay witness, I mean
there
not
was,
observing the.
yeah, there was
but
people-
in the area.
yeah, there was several people that assisted with video evidence in this case.
Okay, okay. So, did you conduct any video cameras on Buckmore Street?
Yes.
Okay, but you didn't find any pertinent videos during that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, and then, regarding, did you ever make contact with somebody named Xavier Salazar?
Yes, Xavier lives at 4818 Viewcrest. His information was given to me by patrol officers, and that he essentially had video that he believed was pertinent.
Okay. And now while you're conducting your investigation out in the field on Buckner Street, do you receive communication from anyone at headquarters?
Yes, while I was on Buckmore, I believe it was, might have been Detective Scott. It was a detective within the homicide unit. They notified me that the covert detectives had located Tyler Ashball, Tatiana, and an associate of Tyler's, a male named Harold Clements.
Okay. And were they located at the apartment on Judson Road?
Yes,
Okay. And then, regarding Xavier Salazar, did he provide you video evidence to aid in your investigation?
yes.
All right. Now, at this point, what was your next step after you are aware that Tyler Ashwa is in police custody and that Tatiana and Harold are in the vicinity of the defendant? What was the next step in the investigation?
Yeah. I essentially asked for them to all be taken to headquarters. And then I asked for assistance within our unit for a search warrant for the apartment that Tyler Ashball came out of.
Okay. And to your knowledge, was that search warrant executed?
Yes.
So did you arrive at headquarters at some point on that day? Did you conduct your interview?
Yes. After I left Buckmore, I proceeded to respond back to headquarters.
Okay, and did you conduct interviews with any of the previously listed individuals?
A partner detective, Roman Martinez, interviewed Harold Clements, and Detective Asia Jackson interviewed Tatiana, and then I interviewed Tyler.
Okay. When you conducted your interview, was it in a room that has devices that are capable of recording?
Yes, within the homicide unit, we have five or six like soundproof rooms, and they have a recording system, a digital recording system.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit number 118. Do you recognize what that is?
Yes,
Can you tell me what that is, please?
this is interview with Tyler Ashball with my initials and badge number.
Okay, and you've previously reviewed it?
Yes,
And is that when you placed your identifying marks on it?
yes,
And when you reviewed it, is it a fair and accurate depiction of the interview as it occurred on the offense date?
yes.
And except to comply with legal rules, has it been altered in any way?
I don't believe so.
Okay,
I saw that it said the,
yeah, just like for, yeah, so to comply with legal rules, except to comply with legal rules,
Yeah.
right? Has it been altered in any way other than that? Okay, thank you. At this time, the state offers 118 as evidence and there's.
May we approach very briefly?
Yes.
Judge?
Ready?
Wait,
Oh.
1 second. Just 'cause
Go back to, is it not hers or she? What about is she?
And so, I will say, I'm not gonna be able to see that.
Do we get to hear him now at the stop? Is that what they're trying to play?
Oh, okay.
So, but I don't know if you wanna say,
I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna. Yeah,
like, I just can't see those, that second.
no, that's fine.
Well, do y'all want to do it from where it is on the top portion?
It goes away.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, that's where she gets it.
okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, so everyone else is able to see the numbers?
I can't, but Megan and I have basically said that someone's gonna say like maybe approach.
Okay.
Well, I said, I just can't see it. from here.
I'll just follow along.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
All rise for the jury.
All right, everyone, please be seated. All right, State, you may proceed.
This time the state offers states 118 and Defendant.
All right, in defense, your previous objections are noted for the record. 118 will be admitted.
Permission to publish your.
Granted.
And Detective Tudor, before you conducted an interview with the defendant, did you read him his Miranda warning?
yes,
And did he indicate to you that he understood this meaning?
yes, I read them at the 13:58 hours and he acknowledged that he understood his rights.
And did he choose to speak with you at that?
Yes,
Yes, sir. And I'm good.
Let me take the tutor. You doing all right?
Okay, yeah.
Is it that you might have to go to the bathroom or something?
Yeah, let's get this done first.
I'm wondering, there's two sides to every story, so I'm trying to figure out, I was asleep, at 2 a.m. when all this apparently happened, right? So I'm trying to figure out what happened. Before I talk to you, I have to read your rights, okay? Before you're asking any questions, then my duty as a police officer to advise you of your rights and to warn you of the consequences of waiving these rights. You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to make any statement, oral or written, to anyone. Any statement that you make will be used in evidence against you in a court of law or at your trial. You have a right to have a lawyer present to advise you before and during any questions by police officers or attorneys representing the state. You may have your own lawyer present, or if you're unable to employ a lawyer, the court will appoint a lawyer for you free of charge now or any other time. If you decide to talk with anyone, you can, and you can stop talking to them anytime you want. The above rights are continuing rights, which can be urged by you at any stage of the proceedings. Do you understand these rights?
Yes, sir.
Before, are you willing to talk to me?
Yeah,
Can I get some info from you first time?
Of course.
Is it, TY?
Yeah, TYLER.
What's your last name?
Ashbaugh. ASHBAUGH.
And your date of birth?
1/19/2000. Still got behind the ears.
What, how old are you?
22, yeah.
22. What's a good phone number for you, Tyler?
I have a phone number, but it's only able to be texted from.
Okay, what's the phone
I
number?
texted Johnny this morning whenever I got all the text messages from him.
Who's that?
Johnny Perez.
What phone number is it that you?
210-865-2052.
865-2052?
Yeah.
Okay, and then where do you currently stay, Tyler?
I'm at the Oak Valley, but my address on my license is different.
Okay, the Oak Valley?
Oak Valley
That's-
Apartment,
okay.
12607 Judson Road.
The apartment number?
1101, I believe.
And then, the code.
But one of
Do
them.
you ever stay with, over there on Buckmore?
No,
Okay, who stays on Buckmore?
my parents.
Okay, so is it Joe?
Yes.
Joe Gonzalez? Okay. Tyler, man, if you don't mind, just
The
walk me through,
salamanders?
kind of did you work last night?
Yes, sir.
Which one do you work at?
I work at the one across the street from Paramount.
Paramount Control?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to work,
The sucker on one end, no, the sucker on the bottom,
Over there.
stinger.
To the shit that goes.
So you already know.
Like, there was a guy and a girl, that they started, there was like a domestic inside there.
People
They,
shooting
like, he fucking got her, put a knife through her throat.
What?
Like, in the gas station.
God damn. Yeah, I'm trying to transfer.
But, yeah, so, and then like the whole Parent Central, I used to get like the gnarly, like the DWI crashes over there. Like crazy ones, that road, because everyone parks on the road. So how long do you work there?
I'd say like maybe a little over 3-4 months. But before that, I was working at the Murphy Express up the street.
Okay, okay, on Parent?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you got to work last night?
Yeah, I was at work. I had my dad's car, and we were texting, we were arguing. He kept calling me by my birth mother's name, and she's homeless and a drug addict. So
Okay.
I was upset, and so 10 o'clock rolled through. It's ready
And then
to
if
go.
I cut you off, it's just me trying to like paint a picture.
Desires
So
spelled
what time do you get to
backwards.
work?
Well, I need to work at 2.
2 p.m.?
Yeah.
And then you guys work 8 to 10?
2 to 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, 8. So then how did you get there?
My dad's vehicle. We were arguing about the car. He wanted the car back.
And which car are we talking
His Rose.
about? Okay, the white
His
Nissan?
white Rogue, yeah.
So you get there, everything's good at work?
Yeah.
You're out at 10-ish?
Yeah. But my coworker, she doesn't have a car. Her name's Maria,
Okay,
and it's starting to storm just at 10.
yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll give you a ride, no problem, and take her down to the apartments down there. There's like a fuck ton of apartments over there.
Over which ones, on the north side?
No, on Parent Central.
Oh, yeah,
It's right down the street.
Yeah, it's that white.
Yeah,
building with all-
it's right down the street. Yeah.
So you took her home?
Yeah.
Okay, and then where did you go?
From there, I went to the Circle K on O'Connor,
Okay,
and I was sitting there crying for a little bit.
So you kind of, Joe, did you call him Joe or is it?
Oh,
Joe?
my dad, that's my dad.
Okay,
He raised me.
okay. So you guys, I mean, he was wanting the car, or what was the?
Yeah,
argument?
he wanted the car, and my car, like, my window doesn't even roll up, and it was about to rain, so I was like upset, 'cause I was like, man, you just want me to get it rained on.
What car do you have?
I own the gray Nissan, the
Okay.
Sentra, the piece of fucking shit.
So it's all fucked up, disabled, or?
Oh man, like it cannot go like 5 miles,
Okay.
over 5 miles an hour. The transmission is so bad.
Okay.
There's a CVT in it.
So Joe, he's been letting you know, hey,
Yeah.
it's work, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And so he started blowing up last night, like, hey, I need the car.
Mhm.
Does he work? Like, what's his, like, why is he?
He's an architect. He works from home.
How old is he?
He's 70 years old.
He's still working. Bless. So he's blowing up, and then where is he, like, texting? Like, what's he saying? Just come
Oh
home.
man, he's saying a whole bunch of stuff. They don't really get to see my daughter, so he was just saying a bunch of stuff about that.
Yeah.
And,
And where were you when you were kind of communicating? And
I was at the Circle K on O'Connor, right next to the Motel 6.
okay. And then you know what time that was when you were just
I was like, yeah, I mean, I wasn't really checking the time or anything.
yeah, but it was maybe, you know, after work.
Yeah.
Like you dropped the coworker off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I went to go to my best friend Harold's,
Okay.
and then
Where's Harold stay?
the Motel 6.
Okay, at O'Connor?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what time did you get over there? You remember?
It was probably like 11 or so.
Okay. And then what?
And then we were chilling there for a little bit, and I told him I had to go take the car back, and we wanted to go to the bar.
Joe was still blowing up?
Yeah, he wasn't blowing me up. No, he wasn't blowing me up at this point. So around at that point, I had him follow me, and I dropped the car off.
What?
And he picked me up, and we went to the bar.
Which bar did y'all go to?
Went to Two Rivers.
That sounds familiar. Which one? Which one is that?
And they had the Two Rivers.
Is it north?
Okay, let me think. So you know O'Connor and Nacogdoches? Mm-hmm. So if you take a right on O'Connor, it's kind of like a little back in the area bar. There's a gas station on the left.
Okay.
And the gas station right at that bar.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, so what time did you said you dropped the car off?
Yeah.
At Buckmore?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then what's Harold Drive?
Harold drives a Mitsubishi Outlander.
Okay, so you guys, he takes you guys get in his car and you go to Two Rivers.
Yeah.
Do you know how long you were there?
I got no clue, man. That's why you're
drinking pretty hard?
Yeah, I was drinking pretty hard.
Did you have, were you drinking at all in?
Jen, thank you so much.
Your
Thank
car,
you.
his car?
No.
Okay, what do you think, what do you remember drinking?
No, Rumbleman.
You know how many?
I think I had like 30.
Okay.
I think I had one double shot before last call.
And I'm not here to judge you at all, bro. I'm not. Are you using narcotics at all?
Smoke weed? No.
Okay, nothing.
Yeah, no.
I know that. So
I've been there, done that, brother.
Gotcha. So when you guys leave Two Rivers, did you leave with him? Like,
Yeah, I left with him and we went back to his place and crashed. And I woke up at like 7. I knew my baby mama was gonna be going crazy, so I said, "Hey, Harold, take me back home."
Okay.
We're listening to him speak to the officer we're listening to a recording of what he said to the police officer.
He drove me back home and I went to sleep. And then, man, I woke up and the news and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I was just freaking out. I called my dad. I was like, what's going on? He gave me your number. He gave me another number. And I was texting people trying to figure it out. I had Harold come over and he came out and that's when they got me.
Okay. So you guys, do you remember what time you left the bar?
I know we were there till last call.
What's that? Like
2 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay. And then Harold drives the Outlander?
Yeah.
Back to O'Connor and,
The Motel 6.
okay. Does anyone else besides you and Joe drive the road?
No.
Okay,
Not that I know of.
okay. Do you understand why you're down here?
Yeah.
What do you know? Why do you think you're down here?
All I know is I woke up this morning and my wife, my baby's mother, whatever, was
She freaking out?
yeah, she was freaking the fuck out, and I was like, "What's going on?" She was showing me the news about someone being in a parked car, and then the cops rolling up on them, and them shooting at the cops and
Okay,
running away. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And people trying to get a hold of me, and
okay. What about,
that's what.
when, like, the whole time she's like feeding you all this, Joe's calling too and blowing up your phone, like, why?
People are asking me if I'm hurt, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, no, I'm not hurt. Like,
Okay, so why do you think you're down here?
to be questioned.
Yeah, why? Why do you think like we're questioning you?
Well, because I drove the road, of course.
Is there any reason why the car would be, was there any road rage incident at all yesterday? Did you get,
No.
the time that you were driving the car, did you
No,
get
sir.
to any altercation with anyone?
No, sir.
So my question is, why would it be parked with damage and it looks like bullet defects in the car?
I was not shot at. I don't know what happened to the vehicle. I woke up to fucking chaos, man.
Right,
I
right.
woke up and I was being ARs in my face and being held to the ground. And
That was when you came out there.
yeah, I just
Did Harold call you and say, or did you say, hey, come pick me up over at Tatiana's?
no, I didn't say pick me up. I said come over here. I was what the fuck is going on?
What's he saying?
He was as confused as I am.
Okay. Was he texting you or is he communicating through your phone?
Yeah, we were texting.
Okay. Is it possible? Would you be able to show me anything on your phone to corroborate what you're saying?
About
I'm just like the exchanges with, Harold, Tatiana. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean I could.
Okay. But my main concern is if the car was good, and we're not talking about the
We
system.
dropped it off and it was good. Me and Harold, he followed me. We dropped it off and it was good, man. Like
Okay.
I don't know, like
Look, Tyler, I don't think you seem like a chill dude.
dude, I can't hurt a fucking fly.
You seem like a chill dude. But I know that sometimes I don't get all the information, and
I'm
I know that there's definitely some questions with if you had a good time last night and you're intoxicated.
Yeah,
What level do you think you're on last night when you were drunk? Is it
level? I mean, I was pretty fucked up, but I wouldn't say it like sloshed or anything like that.
okay? Well, why would the car be parked in the driveway with all this damage? And that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know, sir.
Because it's not gonna get stolen, right? And
No.
someone's not gonna go, well, I had enough fun with this car.
Yeah, I know.
That's really not practical. That doesn't make sense, man. Your 7-year-old dad is not gonna be out running around at, what time's he go to bed? 7
Yeah.
early shit. So he's not gonna be out back around. So I'm just trying to figure out why, you had the car and all of a sudden there's damage and all this, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's something I'm missing and
I mean, if you want to talk to Harold, I would love for you to talk to him because he followed me there. Like,
he's down here, right?
I didn't know.
He's down here because we wanted to talk to him like this. We want to get the whole story. But he's saying other stuff too, that he thinks you might have been involved in some type of road rage thing, or someone might have shot at you, that you made a comment about that.
No,
Why would he make that up?
I don't know, sir.
I'm just trying to understand, like, you know what I mean?
Me too, brother. Like,
You didn't realize where you're at?
yeah,
Where are you?
I'm downtown, right?
Mhm.
I can't really see that well.
Are you still drunk?
No.
No, okay. This is the SAPD homicide office, okay? We're trying to figure out what happened last night. And I feel like you probably know a little more than what you're saying.
No, sir. I promise you, I'm trying to give you everything so I could, you know what I mean?
Would, on your phone, can you show me some of the text messages, or would you be willing to show me your communications with Harold?
With everything?
Okay, give me a minute, okay? Cool. You need bathroom break, water break.
You know, they told me I couldn't shit, so.
You still all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Just give me a few more, all right?
Are you good?
Yeah.
See. What it is. Is this from yours?
Yes.
What's your pass?
There's not a startup.
Can you just kind of, we'll go through it together, okay? So, I'm not,
Yeah, there's
which one is Harold?
right there, so. Let me show you. Okay,
So
so.
this is, wait, hold on.
No, this is where I got it to work. Yeah, this is where I got it to work. Let me show you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is when I was by the Circle K, asking me if I needed a ride to the car.
Right.
I wasn't out yet, giving my coworker a ride. And then at 10:48, so close to 11 is when I was by. Is
So is he saying stop by?
yeah, he said
Stop by, what you mean? I will come by, I'm ready to go, give my dad his car back, get fucked up. Here we go. Just like you said. Right?
Yes,
It's Friday
sir.
11, you should probably just go on home, Tyler. That's him saying.
Yeah.
Harold. With me, I'm going to jail. Why would you be saying Harold, I'm going to jail?
I mean, I just read the news.
But this is. You should probably go home. Why is he telling you to go home?
I mean, it was already 11 because of my baby mama, honestly.
So, again, remember like I said, Harold's down here, right? He never said you guys went to the bar. Like, why would he like keep that?
I don't know, but we did.
Okay, why would he say you didn't? Like, why is he?
You don't look at the cameras, brother. Like, there's no, like, we were in that bar together. Like, I'm not, like,
How do
just not
you, how do you pay for like stuff at the bar? Like, how did you pay?
He ran a tab.
He ran that?
He ran a tab.
Okay, and then this is just more conflicting info. So you know Tatiana's down here, right?
I didn't know that.
Tatiana's down here. She gets alerts saying, "Oh, you bought alcohol. Did you buy alcohol at the Circle K?
No, not the Circle K.
At a gas station?"
It was, I went to go on break and the liquor store would be closed by the time I got out. So I got something for afterwards.
So she's getting alerts that you're buying alcohol, getting fucked up and everything, but you're telling me, he's telling me that you guys weren't at the bar? Why would he?
I wouldn't lie to you, man.
That's what good people do though.
I know, but there's no reason for me.
But there is a reason, and it's not for me trying to figure it out is, I think you definitely had a good time last night, you and probably Harold. But he's not even saying you went back to his apartment, the motel.
We slept until 7. There's your guys were there too, bro.
What's your guys' relation?
That's my best friend.
Okay, nothing more, no.
It's my best friend.
Dating, no.
No.
Gotcha. It's just, none of it's making, everyone's saying something different.
I mean, everything that I'm telling you, you can go to these places.
You're thinking that you're going to jail.
Huh?
Like,
I woke up and I was so drunk.
okay,
And Tatiana was freaking me the fuck out.
are you texting with Tatiana at all?
No, not there. Sir.
Can you show me?
It's not on there.
Which one's her phone? What phone does she use? Okay, so let's start like here. Let's see, who's this?
Well, that's the detective. See, really? Like,
Oh, okay. Who's this?
who?
you own a firearm? Do you own a firearm? What do you typically carry?
No, Canic,
A what?
Canic, and Johnny. You ever heard of Johnny?
Mm-mm.
The new black killers, man.
It's like an Austrian?
Turkish.
Turkish.
Yes,
What,
sir.
what caliber?
And
Okay. What other guns do you carry?
that's it.
How long have you had that gun?
I just got it.
When?
Shit, I wouldn't even say a week ago. Like, not even a week ago. I haven't even shot it yet.
And you said the 9?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You never shot it? Why would there be spent casings in the Nissan Rogue?
I have no clue, sir.
Dude, listen, I'm trying to give you an opportunity to explain what went down.
I told you everything that I
Everything you're
did.
telling me, none of it's making sense.
Okay.
I do believe it. I do believe.
You can go check it out.
I do believe some of the things you're telling me, but you're not being completely honest.
Look, let me tell you something about honesty. Can't get caught for it. So that's why I am honest. I'm telling you everything that happened last night.
But why is Harry saying something completely different?
I don't know. You can go look. You can go look at the cameras at the bar, man. We were there.
So there's bullet casing and rounds in the car, spent casing. You never fired your 9mm.
Not yet, no sir.
Okay, you know that we can test fire that
Where
gun.
is-
Where is that gun?
Huh? It should be in my apartment.
Okay, we have that gun, right? We test fire that gun. There's casings at the scene, there's casings in the car.
Ballistics. I don't care. I know what ballistics are, man.
What do you think it's gonna show?
Huh? It's gonna show what I've been telling you.
That gun isn't the one that was
Yes,
used
sir.
in any shooting last night
Yes,
at
sir.
all. Brother, I need some more.
I've given you everything, man. Like,
How old's your little one?
she's 3 years old.
Is that your only one? You need to start thinking, seriously, I'm serious. This is coming as a parent, right? Look at me. This is coming as a parent. Is she a daughter?
Yeah, she's my daughter.
Okay.
I'm telling you everything.
Listen, you really, really, really need to start thinking about
From beginning
her.
to end, I gave you all of it.
No, you haven't.
Okay.
Only you can fix this, okay?
Look, I'm the only working man in that house. I'm the only
Okay. House counter doesn't work?
Nope.
Okay.
All I do is wake up every day, go to work, and go to bed. I wake up to do the same thing, man.
It's like Groundhog Day.
Same thing, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, you said that movie, yeah.
Yes, I fucking know.
And it sucks. It
Dude,
sucks, man.
it
And look,
does.
you think I'm giving you everything as much as you think I'm giving you nothing? I promise you.
Does she
telling
get, does she get pissed off when you are going out drinking? Does she give you a hard fucking time because you can't?
Yeah, she gives me a hard fucking time.
She doesn't
More
like you
than a
going
hard
out.
fucking
She doesn't
time.
like you
She's
going
giving me a
out.
hard time,
She doesn't
man.
like you going out.
If she threatens to take my kid away from me, like,
She's not working, right?
no.
How do you guys pay for that? Okay.
Me.
Besides your, just you. Is there any other, does he help?
No, he wants to take his car back, man. Never been in this situation. Didn't even fucking shoot me. Just dropped it off.
And that's the thing,
I just
you don't
dropped it
know.
off. I didn't fucking do anything.
What I said earlier was, I don't think you're a bad dude. You are working. You have an apartment. You have a 3-year-old. You're trying to do the right thing, dude. Right?
I always try to do the right thing.
Dude, like, yes.
I always try to do
And I
the
don't
right
think
thing.
you're this like cold-blooded dude that's out to like hurt people. I think you had too much to drink last night and shit got sideways for whatever reason. I mean, shit happens. I mean, I don't know. Like, only you can explain it. But you,
I told you I was sad. I was having a shit day.
right?
Shit fucking day. All day. I don't take I just put it all inside. I don't take anything out on anyone, man.
She won't listen. She won't listen. She doesn't listen to what, I mean, you're like you said, you're the only one working. And then she gives you shit if you wanna blow off steam.
It's more than that, brother. Look at my body, man. Like,
Has
she
she,
hit me with a fucking golf
Judge
club.
got bored and
You
left.
don't understand, dude. My daughters are on that kind of shit.
you know? Again, I don't think you
Fucking
had
shit on her.
intent to just go out and hurt anyone last night.
Just went out and got fucked up, man.
I believe it.
I'm telling you, everything I
But
remember.
more happened.
Brother, I'm telling you, everything I remember. I promise you.
We've
There's
got
no reason for me to bullshit you.
Harold's text messages to Tatiana. Hey, he's saying, you know, he got shot at.
I was one that.
I will say that. This is your chance, man, to tell me why would he say that?
Brother,
He
I don't know.
knows. You told him.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck happened to me.
This is crazy. This guy drove down the road, shot at a cop car, got shot back at, and we are in day 117 of a trial for this. This is crazy, guys.
More, brother, I told you everything,
No,
man.
you haven't. That's the thing. You haven't, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll just stand out in the hallway, just give us 5 minutes, okay? Everyone, please rise for the jurors.
Hey, brother, then what else can you do?
You haven't told me this. This is what I'm saying. Where did you hear a shooting?
I heard a shooting by my parents' house, but
Where is that?
Huh? By Buckmore. I was on the way there, but nothing hit my car. I was fine.
You heard a shooting?
I
How many
heard a
shots did you hear?
shooting. I heard one shot.
That's it? That's what
I
you're
just
telling
heard one
me?
shot.
Why is there a spent casing in your car?
I don't know.
If this is your best that I don't know, and we're gonna send this over to a jury, your peers, you think they're gonna buy this?
Look, man.
If you got fucked up and shit got sideways, you have to explain it. You need to
Nothing
explain
got
it.
sideways, man. Nothing got fucking sideways.
Did you shoot a gun last night?
No, I did not shoot a fucking.
You had your gun last night?
Yes. I had my gun.
You had your gun.
Yes, sir. I keep it on me where I work at. Fuck, I have to have it there.
Did anyone shoot at you?
That I know of, no.
And I'm trying to figure out. Officers apparently shot at somebody. Thankfully, no one that would believe is not hurt. But I need to know, like, why are officers shooting at somebody? You know what I mean? Like, are you guys like?
I woke up to fucking chaos this morning just like you did, man.
Okay,
I woke up this morning trying to go to work.
I'm just trying to figure out, are these guys doing something they should have been doing? Like, that's what I need to know. Okay?
I don't know. Figure it out, man.
That's why I am.
Figure it out.
Because I have fucking video, right?
with your car. Where did this happen?
Okay. Okay, I'm not,
I'm starting to figure it out, but I need you to cooperate.
brother.
Why would your car be shown on at a parking lot where all this is going down?
I don't know.
I don't know. I need to know.
Look, man, I've given you everything. Look, I don't know what more you want me
He's
to
not
tell
gonna-
you, bro.
Is it possible? Is it possible that hypothetically the officers see you driving around the parking lot and they got startled and shot, and maybe you didn't know they were police?
I don't know.
You're the only one that knows.
Yes, yeah, I know that. I heard a shooting. I fucking went to my house. Like, I've given you everything.
You heard the shooting and then you went to your house.
No, I heard the shooting on the way to my house. Harold was following me, I thought. And he picked me up from my parents' house, where you said you found all this shit in my car and everything that fucking happened. He picked me up from there. Everything happened calmly. No fucking nothing like that. Calmly. Get into the car and leave. We left.
Where did you end up?
I told you we went back to his place
Why did
eventually.
he say you weren't there?
I don't know. I'd like to talk to him. I don't know why he's saying that. Because man to man, I have no reason to lie.
Hang on a second.
What time is it, brother?
2:30.
Oh,
2:30.
fucking late.
Would you be able to show me the touchdown blow, both your phone and all last night?
Yeah,
I need to find out something about what she's saying. Can you show me?
I've deleted the messages out there from her.
Tatiana?
Yeah.
Is there, what's her phone number? There. This one, the 854-6005, is that her?
I believe so.
Let's go back to, because none of hers are deleted. It doesn't look like it.
I missed your question, Linus. It's a little more.
She's like, there's a lot going on in here.
I know, man.
What about the time with you and Tatiana?
Huh?
What are we gonna see in here?
We don't know that yet. We're still working on that.
Is that her? So that's first name, Tyler. Okay, why is she's pissed, right?
Yeah,
Trying to find you. So you text her at 1:34, shootout tonight, please, fuck.
And is that what you're talking
I
about?
heard it, yeah.
And she says, so come home, damn it, what the fuck is the matter with you? You're like, I fucking am.
I texted that whenever I finally, again.
She's like fucking terrifying. She's either terrified or like you said, is she like over controlling?
Man, like, she's like depressed all the time. And then they're fucking doing bad. And then you just help, man. I tell her, I said, shit, you have insurance. I don't even have insurance. I'll take you to any of your appointments. And tell me about she wants to kill herself when I'm at work. And I'm like, fuck, what can I do? I'm here at fucking work. We have my kid.
There's something missing. Because, and I'm just trying to figure out if you're deleting these, because all of a sudden she just says, I don't wanna have sex. Like, she's arguing with you, and she says, I don't wanna have sex.
Dude, what's up, man? She's literally like, yeah, getting neurotic. You can scroll over that up if you want to. I should fucking do this. Gonna be tired. Let me know when you're just go ahead.
But I feel like some of these there's something missing on my phone. It's like she just starts
You
talking.
can look at her phone. You can look at her phone if you want to. I didn't delete any of them. I thought I deleted it, but I mean, they're all there. You can take them side by side if you want to.
Is there anything,
I don't have any, I don't have any like Facebook Messenger or anything like that either, man.
okay.
Everything's
Go back to
iPhone.
we just gotta go, why is Harold saying that you told him that someone was shooting at you? And then you're sitting there saying shooting, whatever you're texting Tatiana.
I heard it on the way. I know.
Where did you hear this?
Huh?
Where did you hear it?
I just left the bar, so I was still on O'Connor.
So it was on O'Connor?
Yeah.
Okay,
And when I heard it, yeah.
okay. Do you know the intersection?
No, I just know that
What do you remember
I
seeing around you?
tried to get to my parents' house fast. And O'Connor and Nacogdoches, took a left on Nacogdoches, and all the way down, just go right on Higgins.
When you started hearing it, what do you remember, like, what was around you?
Just that, I went, took a left on
Lucky
Nacogdoches, and I
Wilkinson.
was hearing it.
From O'Connor,
Yeah.
make a left on Naco.
Naco, and went down to Higgins, took a right to my parents' in their car, and Gerald picked me up. Calm, wasn't doing anything. Like I left the car, and it was fine, man. Like I left that car, and it was fine. My dad's gonna fucking kill me. What? Like my dad cares about that car, and he cares about me.
On the ballistics, what do you think is it gonna show? When we compare casings at the scene, casings in the car to the firearm that you are describing?
I mean,
It's not gonna show up, but if you take you were fired from
I've
it.
told you to do the best.
Is there anything else that you can tell me?
No, sir, brother.
Okay, just hang on. So you mentioned that after the bar, you guys are driving, you heard the shooting, you were on O'Connor, made a left on Naco, but prior to making that left is when, in that area, you
Yeah.
heard some type of gunfire.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Tatiana, I guess this morning, says that she read the news article to you about this and you started freaking out, she's freaking out. And she mentioned the location. Tyler said it couldn't have been him because you weren't there.
Yeah.
But you're over there on Naco and O'Connor, right? You're saying you're on
Yeah.
O'Connor, now you hear a gunshot?
Yeah.
Okay, why, like, that's kind of weird, right? Right, okay, your phone, there's a way to, it's like GPS, right? What is GPS gonna show at 2 AM?
The GPS will show you.
It's gonna show me what?
It'll show you everything that I've been saying, man.
What's it gonna show me at
When I was at
2 AM, in between 2 AM and 3? Where is it gonna show you?
it's gonna probably either show me at Harold's place or
And Harold's staying at where?
the Motel 6.
At
Corner 35.
O'Connor and 35.
So you know, like, okay, so you know how O'Connor like goes down and then winds.
The only casa? The motel, like the gyms?
There used to be a red roof there.
Right, yeah, I didn't even know they switched it.
Yeah, man, it's Motel 6 now.
So it's gonna show you there.
Yeah.
Alright, would you be willing to take a polygraph?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Alright, and,
Maybe I'll put it let me shit now.
all in a crash.
We're gonna get you.
You remember that one, but, Joe, he said something about, did you text him that you were involved in a crash?
No.
What, why would he say that?
I don't know. Jesus fucking Christ.
He said that you were in a car crash?
In my car. In my car.
In the road?
No, in my car. In the Centro.
Which phone is his on here?
Huh?
Like if, what's, hold on.
Can I take my box back, please?
Hold on. What is? It's a rental list. It's just the age.
210-218-7522.
No, here, so let me just see, he said something that you said something like, hey, I got a car crash.
I'm gonna pull you out all the fucking. You let me take my boss back. Should I tell her that? Should I be planning on going to work today, sir, or what's?
Yeah, it says like at 11 last night, you said you were in the car with, yes, in the car with the accident, I'm not hurting myself.
Yeah, it's in the car with an accident. What?
Yeah, it's like, you got hit, come to the house now, no, you said, yes, in the car with the accident.
Huh? They probably just went there.
What is the damage to the car?
Oh, this is talking about my vehicle, the Sentra.
Here, so he's just confused.
Yeah, he was talking about the Sentra.
Okay. You said you were moving. Did you get,
Yeah, man.
what happened?
Okay, so like, see that skull people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you do?
We were leaving, me and her were leaving, and as soon as I leaving the motel thing, and I'm like little steps to get to the elevator, and I skipped it and jumped down and
Okay.
twisted it. That's really not that was
Okay.
he was there for
Let
that.
me see if I can get someone to, so you gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, what should I be telling my boss, man? Like, it's
Well, I mean,
looking like what's gonna happen.
yeah, it's looking like, I'm getting ready to type up an arrest warrant. Okay, everything that we have.
Yeah, text her, tell him.
Just hang on. You need to go to the bathroom?
Wait, he got
Yeah,
arrested?
dude, I don't know if they're gonna let me shit and stuff, so.
Okay, Detective Tudor, so throughout the duration of the interview, we see you enter and exit the room a couple of times. What were you doing when you would exit the room?
I think I was confirming information from the interviews from Detective Martinez and Detective Jackson, just trying to juggle all the information.
Okay, and is it fair to say that when you are obtaining information from them about what their witnesses are telling, then you're coming back and confronting the defendant with information?
Yes.
Okay, now as an investigator in this case, did you have a chance to review the statements taken from Harold Clemens and Tatiana Escobar?
Yes.
Okay, and did you find those statements to be consistent with the defendant's statement?
No.
Okay. Now, you explained your training in law enforcement. As part of the academy, did you obtain any specialized training in like clues of intoxication?
Yes. I worked DWI crashes. We learned field sobriety, the standardized field sobriety tests.
And
Yes.
just observing someone, right? You're able to observe certain clues of intoxication, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and some of that would be maybe like bloodshot, red eyes, or slurred speech or balance issues, is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay, and another one is like odor of alcohol on the breath, is that another one?
Odor of intoxicants. Yes.
Okay, and were any of those present during this time when you were conducting the interview with the defendant?
No, I would have notated it. I didn't notate anything.
And you guys were sitting pretty close to each other, right?
Yes.
Okay, and that room is an enclosed,
It's tight quarters.
right,
Yes.
okay. And so, moving on, during the interview, you kind of ask the defendant, you know, did the officers shoot at you? And I guess, why is it important for you to determine, you know, who discharged first? Because I'm assuming since it's an officer involved shooting, that the officer's actions are highly scrutinized when all the facts are unknown.
Yes, correct. And I was just giving him multiple outs. Again, because I wasn't there. But it was a tactic used to try to withdraw more information from him.
Okay, and to be fair, at this point, you haven't really obtained any video evidence from the church location, is that correct? We'll get to that.
Yes, I can't recall right now.
Okay, so then moving on, after that, if we turn to page 10 of your supplement, based on the information that you had at that point, did you decide to obtain any warrants?
Yes, at 17:43 and 17:44 hours, I obtained 2 Bear County arrest warrants for aggravated assault against a public servant. The victims being Officer Imes and Acuna.
Okay, and after that, did you obtain any video evidence from the patrol vehicle?
Yes.
Okay, and how did you go about doing that?
So, with this particular incident, everything happened, very fast. So fast that the officers weren't able to activate their body cams until they processed everything and were able to activate them. And that goes with the Coban, the in-car camera system that we had. Even though that they didn't record it or that, hit the record button, Coban has a fail-safe, basically it's always recording. So with help with our chief technology team, people that have way, better experienced technology, Geek Squad kind of guys that I have, they were able to pull the camera and obtain footage of this incident.
Okay, and then moving on to May 23rd, 2022, did you obtain any video evidence from the Calvary Temple of God?
Yes, a church employee named Brent Roberts provided video evidence from the church.
Okay, did that video evidence show the shooting?
Yes.
And that video evidence, it's been entered into evidence for the trial, but can you just explain to the jury what you observed in that video that captured the shooting?
For just this particular recollection, I'm going to refer to my notes.
Okay. And we're going to stop it there. We heard the audio. Now we'll hear what he has to say about that audio tomorrow. Thank you for coming out to thank you for coming out to thank you for coming out to Court Vibes Court. We were watching Court today, guys. Court, not Harry Potter trivia all over the chat. Not Harry Potter. I hope you guys have a great, great, great day. I will see you all again very soon. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Got these life echoes, digital dreams. Through the screen, her blue eyes gleam. Wicked humor, sharp as a knife. Her stream sparks electric light. Late night when the world sleeps, she's the friend that always keeps. Giggles roll like thunder loud. She stands out in any crowd. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor, dark and twisted, sharp. In a way, there's no alarm. Street tales late into the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle, she lights the way. Her eyes hear a sky so blue. In her jokes, there's a truth so true. With each stream, she brings the light. Turns dark days into bright. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor, dark and twisted, sharp. In a way, there's no alarm. Streaming tales late into the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle, she lights the way. Kathy's laugh